While we were in Boracay, we decided to take a short vacation to El Nido and Palawan. Anytime we needed to go somewhere from Boracay, it was a little bit of a challenge. First, we need to take a ferry boat to the nearby island. Then, from the port, we had to take a small tricycle. It was really tight in there. And then, we finally got to the airport and all ready for El Nido Adventure. We boarded the smallest commercial plane we've ever been to, but it was so nice. It was only 1 hour flight, and you couldn't sit still on this flight. While your daddy was taking a nap on the other seat, you and your mommy were playing around and having so much fun. When we landed in El Nido, we expected sunshine, but it was raining a lot. But even though weather wasn't so nice, the views of El Nido were so beautiful. When we got to our hotel shuttle, you got so tired and fell asleep. After taking a long nap in our hotel room, you woke up and noticed that we have a beautiful pool view, and you didn't want to leave that window. You kept asking to go to the pool. That day we didn't do much, but we did have a very delicious dinner. Next morning we had big plans. We took a tricycle to El Nido town center, got to the beach, and guess what? We rented that beautiful boat just for us to enjoy the day. But we had to take a kayak to reach that boat. It was very nice kayak ride, and we had to take turns because kayak was too small for all of us. Once we boarded the boat, we started our El Nido adventure. It was one of those Filipino-style boats. It was pretty big, and we had 5 crew members with us on board. Our tour included several stops that is the biggest attractions there. While we were getting to those destinations, we were enjoying our time and having fun. It was so amazing to have this beautiful moment with our little family. There were so many incredible views on the way. Probably the most beautiful place we've ever seen. Our first stop was a big lagoon, crystal clear water surrounded by limestone cliffs. It was #1 attraction on the island. But our boat was too big to get in there, and we all had to get on the kayak. It was so amazing exploring that lagoon. There are no words to describe the beauty of it. I guess you just have to see it. Beautiful moments. We'll never forget that. After this, our next stop was Secret Lagoon. It's a very beautiful lagoon with emerald green water surrounded by high limestone walls. Very cool experience. Your mommy and daddy had to take turns getting in there because you have to swim through a tiny crack on the rock wall to get inside, and you are too little for that. And then we approached the most important stop on this tour, the lunch stop. Crew set up a very beautiful lunch just for us, and it was right on the beach. Your favorite part about this lunch was a beautiful bird that was carved out of pineapple. You were so into this bird and loved playing with it, even in the water. And then you had a playtime with mommy. Crew put this extra large mat in the water for us, and we were having so much fun with it. You kept trying to pull it in the water, but it was definitely way too big for you. But you loved jumping and dancing on this mat. You had a blast. Then, on the way to our next destination, we relaxed and enjoyed more of the beautiful views of El Nido, and we even got to see dolphins in the distance. We got you a coconut, so you can try real coconut water, but all you wanted was a straw. Then we stopped for some snorkeling and spent time at another beautiful beach of El Nido, and that's how we spent our first day in El Nido. When we returned to our hotel room, you were so tired from the day full of adventures. You had your favorite pizza for dinner, one of the few foods you have no problem eating yourself without being fed. The next day we went to the famous Leo beach. It was very hot, But to our surprise, water wasn't as pretty and clear as we used to, and we didn't even go swimming. But instead, we stayed in the shaded area. You went on the beach swing. Your mommy enjoyed also her time on the swing. It felt so cool in the shade, and view was so beautiful. We walked on the pier with you, and you wanted to see fishes, of course. Then we got you a fruit smoothie on the beach, but you weren't a fan of it. You wanted to drink your milk. And then you saw a driftwood on the beach, but you were so convinced it was a dinosaur.
Good dinosaur. Arr, dinosaur.
And then you ran around, played some more, met local dog, but that dog didn't want to really meet you. And we went to the Nido town center, visited the local beach with incredible views, played with local kids, almost ran into the water because all you wanted to do is swim. Enjoyed the beautiful mountain views with your daddy, watched local teenagers playing football on the beach. Yes, I know you call it soccer. And then we found and explored an old shipwreck. The next day we didn't really have plans, so we decided to take a group tour to another famous sites in El Nido. You loved being on the boat again. We visited some other beautiful beach sites. El Nido has so many amazing beaches, but you can only get there by boats. When we got to our next destination, you got very tired from another fun and busy day. While you were staying with your daddy on the boat, your mommy went to explore the hidden cave. It was not easy getting in there. You had to go through the small hole in the rock, but it was definitely worth it. Then we saw another beautiful cave and more views of incredible rock formations in the water. Later that day, you finally got to swim in the hotel pool with your daddy. You were waiting for it the whole trip. And that's how we spent our final day in El Nido. It was a very short trip, but we got to see and enjoy a lot. We definitely made some amazing memories in El Nido, but it was time for us to leave and continue our life adventure.